What if the future of electric cars no longer depended on the world's most critical and controversial resources? Elon Musk has just revealed a radical breakthrough, a rare earth-free electric motor that could shake the very foundation of the EV industry. But how exactly does this innovation work, and why is it sending shockwaves across the globe? Stick around, because this is bigger than you think. To understand the significance of this, we first need to look at the challenge. Rare earth elements like neodymium and dysprosium are essential in today's EV motors. They make them lighter, more efficient, and more powerful. But here's the catch. Mining these elements is costly, environmentally damaging, and dominated by a handful of suppliers, mainly China. That dependency has raised concerns about supply chain risks, rising prices, and even geopolitics. Enter Tesla. Elon Musk announced that the company is developing a new generation of rare earth-free electric motors. This isn't just about engineering brilliance. It's about rewriting the rule book. By removing rare earths, Tesla could lower production costs, reduce environmental impact, and cut its reliance on a fragile global supply chain. So, what makes this innovation possible? While Tesla hasn't revealed every technical detail, experts suggest the use of alternative materials, advanced permanent magnet designs, or even a shift toward induction-based systems. Each approach brings its own set of challenges. But if Tesla has cracked the code, this could set a new industry standard. The implications are enormous. Imagine a world where electric cars are not just greener in terms of emissions, but also cleaner in their production chain. Other automakers will be forced to follow, governments will rethink supply strategies, and the EV revolution will accelerate even faster. This could be one of those rare turning points where technology reshapes the entire industry overnight. From cutting-edge innovation to global disruption, Elon Musk's rare earth-free motor could be the spark that redefines electric mobility as we know it. But here's the question. Is this the beginning of a new era, or just the first step in a much bigger transformation? This innovation doesn't just affect car buyers or investors. It reaches far beyond. Rare earth mining has long been criticized for its devastating environmental impact. Entire ecosystems are destroyed. Toxic waste pollutes rivers and communities are displaced. By eliminating rare earths from motors, Tesla could help reduce one of the most damaging links in the clean energy chain. Ironically, this step might make electric cars truly as green as they claim to be. For decades, China has held a near monopoly over rare earth production, controlling over 70% of the world's supply. This has given Beijing tremendous influence over industries ranging from smartphones to wind turbines, and of course, electric cars. If Tesla's breakthrough proves successful, it could weaken China's grip on the EV supply chain. Imagine the geopolitical shockwaves. Automakers no longer beholden to one country's exports, and a future where resource wars over rare earths may never materialize. But let's not forget, innovation is only half the battle. Tesla must now prove that these new motors can deliver at scale. Reliability, efficiency, and performance must not only match current standards, but exceed them. And competitors are watching closely. If the technology works, expect a global race to adopt and adapt, a race that could determine the next decade of automotive leadership. The announcement sent immediate tremors through the global market. Within hours, analysts began questioning the future of rare earth mining stocks. Could this be the start of a long decline for industries that once seemed indispensable? At the same time, Tesla's competitors scrambled to respond. Automakers who invested billions into traditional rare earth-based technologies now face the possibility of being left behind. For investors, the dilemma is clear. Double down on Tesla's vision of the future, or bet against a company that has already defied expectations time and again. History tells us that when Elon Musk makes bold promises, from reusable rockets to self-driving cars, the world pays attention. But the risk is just as real. Can Tesla really scale a rare earth-free motor without performance trade-offs? Or is this another ambitious claim years away from mass adoption? Governments, too, are watching closely. For nations dependent on rare earth exports, Tesla's innovation represents an existential threat to their economies. Meanwhile, countries pushing hard for EV adoption, like the United States and members of the European Union, see an opportunity to strengthen energy independence. Policies could shift overnight, incentivizing companies to embrace this new motor technology. And then there's the competition. Companies like BYD in China, Toyota in Japan, and Volkswagen in Germany won't sit idle. Each has its own research divisions racing to cut costs, improve efficiency, and secure supply chains. But if Tesla's head start proves real, the race may no longer be about catching up, but about survival. The EV battleground is shifting from batteries to motors, and the stakes could not be higher. If Tesla succeeds, the balance of global trade could shift dramatically. For decades, rare earth elements have been a bargaining chip in international relations. Countries that control the mines control the flow of technology. But what happens when that power disappears overnight? We may be looking at the first sparks of a new kind of trade war, one not fought over oil or rare earths, but over who controls the intellectual property of rare earth-free technology. Beyond politics, there's a deeper layer: sustainability. Critics of EVs have long argued that while these cars reduce tailpipe emissions, their production relies on dirty and destructive mining. By cutting rare earths from the equation, Tesla not only silences many of those critics, but also rewrites the environmental equation for clean transportation. This could reshape public opinion, turning skeptics into believers and pushing governments to accelerate the transition even faster. And then there's the long game. Tesla has always played a step ahead, from batteries to autonomous driving. Now, by mastering rare earth-free motors, the company could create yet another technological moat that rivals struggle to cross. Imagine a Tesla ecosystem where every part, from the battery to the motor to the AI software, is optimized in-house, free from external bottlenecks. That kind of control doesn't just give Tesla an edge. It can make them untouchable. Yet, mysteries remain. How exactly is this motor built? What materials replace rare earths? And can they be sourced ethically at scale? Tesla is famous for keeping secrets until the very last moment, and the world is left guessing. But one thing is clear: this isn't just another engineering tweak. It's a bold statement that the future of electric mobility does not have to be chained to the past. For everyday people, this breakthrough lands differently. Drivers who once hesitated about switching to EVs, worry about costs, supply shortages, or even the ethics behind rare earth mining, suddenly have new reasons to reconsider. If Tesla manages to deliver cheaper, more sustainable, and equally powerful vehicles, consumer demand could skyrocket beyond anything the auto industry has ever seen. Meanwhile, the media has turned the announcement into a storm. Headlines scream about a post-rare earth world. Analysts debate whether Musk is a visionary or a gambler, and talk shows speculate on how quickly the rest of the industry can react. What's undeniable is that Tesla has once again shifted the narrative, controlling not only the EV market, but the global conversation about technology itself. And lurking in the background, another giant watches nervously: the oil industry. Each leap forward in EV technology erodes the dominance of fossil fuels. For oil executives, a rare earth-free motor is more than an engineering milestone. It's a warning. A future with cheaper, greener EVs doesn't just dent their profits. It accelerates the timeline of oil's decline. Expect lobbying, counter-campaigns, and quiet resistance as Tesla pushes forward. But beyond boardrooms and factories, society itself is beginning to feel the shift. Imagine cities with cleaner air, quieter streets, and transport powered by motors unchained from the scars of rare earth mining. It's not just an industrial breakthrough. It's the spark of cultural transformation, the kind of moment historians might look back on as the true dawn of sustainable mobility. Across the globe, governments and corporations are scrambling to form new alliances. Europe, which has long worried about its dependence on foreign supply chains, is suddenly energized. Partnerships between automakers, universities, and renewable energy firms are accelerating. Nations that once invested heavily in rare earth mining are now pouring funds into alternative motor research, hoping not to be left behind in the shadow of Tesla's bold leap. But it isn't only the giants moving. Startups, agile, hungry, and unburdened by legacy technologies, are diving headfirst into the rare earth-free race. From Silicon Valley labs to hidden workshops in Africa and Asia, innovators are experimenting with materials, software, and motor designs that could rival Tesla's. Some may fail quietly, but others could emerge as the next great disruptors, reshaping the balance of power in ways even Musk didn't anticipate. And then there are the tech titans, Apple, Google, and Amazon, companies already inching toward mobility solutions. For them, Tesla's announcement is both a challenge and an invitation. What if rare earth-free technology becomes a new frontier, not just for cars, but for robotics, drones, and clean energy infrastructure? The race for dominance may not stop at automakers. It could ignite a tech arms race on a scale the world has never seen. The battlefield is expanding. No longer confined to showrooms and highways, the rare earth-free revolution could spill into aviation, shipping, and even space exploration. If Tesla's design can scale, why not use it in electric planes? Why not in spacecraft, where weight, efficiency, and sustainability are critical? The possibilities stretch far beyond what anyone imagined when the announcement first hit. From the dust of rare earth mines to the polished floors of Tesla's gigafactories, the story of this breakthrough is more than a technical achievement. It's a turning point, a declaration that the future of clean transportation doesn't have to be built on fragile supply chains or destructive practices. Elon Musk's rare earth-free motor represents more than an innovation. It represents a shift in how humanity envisions progress. But every revolution begins with a risk. Will Tesla's gamble prove sustainable at scale? Will the rest of the world follow or resist? And most importantly, is this the spark that propels us into a future where technology and sustainability finally align?